The verdict is in, but well, not really the verdict. The verdict for today is in. Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, ladies and gentlemen, dressed in a maroon, burgundy, satin suit. Let me tell you something. I blame Tabo Besta and Nandipa Makutumana for this. I don't know when going to court became a fashion accessory. I don't know when it became a runway. Because what are you wearing, Vusimuzi Cat Matlala? What is that? Okay. The previous, and then previously we also saw KT Molefe show up in bright blue on the day of the reading of his judgment. I don't know if there's some kind of superstition about what you wear to court, if that will grant you the bail. But I can tell you, the more flamboyant you are, the less likely it is for you to get bail. But on a serious note, hello everyone, welcome back to another edition update on Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, who is inside Pagati within Khosi Mampuru for attempted unaliving of his ex-girlfriend. Now that we know she wasn't the only girlfriend at the time, but you know what? We are not there. Let's get into what exactly happened in court today. What are the interesting revelations? All I can tell you is there is so much more when you think, okay, I've mastered the Vusi Matlada story. There is more. Can you actually believe that a text message was found on his phone before his arrest? That thing called Section 205. If you don't know what a Section 205 is, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll do a video for you breaking it down. But basically, Vusi has a text message in his phone, a WhatsApp message that is in his phone that says, "Can I come out of hiding?" And that text message exposes Kat Matlala's fake ID in the Tebogo Tobejane unaliving case. So, today in the Alexandra Magistrate Court, Kat Matlala was back inside the court for his bail application. However, he says the basis of his application is, you know what, the state has no case. They're just making up stories. They're planting evidence in my phone. However, the state says he is a Mkulugutu, okay? He cannot be out on bail. He is a flight risk. I mean, there's a whole message in his phone that says, "Can I come out of hiding?" This is one of the messages the state says it found on the phone of the controversial businessman Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, who allegedly used a false Eswatini identity document under the surname DLAMINI while on the run. Matlala is back in the Alexandra Magistrate Court where his bail application is continuing. Matlala is accused of orchestrating a 2023 hit on his ex-girlfriend, socialite, and Movango actress for a few episodes, Tebogo Tobejane. The state is opposed to his release, flagging discrepancies in his affidavit, including claims that he had made multiple trips to Eswatini on foot. What does he mean he made trips on foot? And destroyed both his own cell phone and that of his wife. What? The state also told the court that Matlala used a false Eswatini identity under the surname DLAMINI, which was linked to his old cell phone number. In a WhatsApp message dated December 2024, Matlala asked his lawyer, "Can I come out of hiding?" And later added, "Please advise, can I go home to Eswatini as I am still in hiding?" Can the lawyer please stand up and tell us what does that mean? What has he advised his client to do? The article continues and says the state referred to a Section 212 affidavit from Home Affairs attached to Matlala's original bail affidavit. According to the affidavit, a Home Affairs official verified Matlala's border movement against 3 data systems. Records show that the applicant crossed the border port of entry on 3 occasions. February 11, 2024, he left South Africa on foot. February 12, 2024, he returned to South Africa, also on foot. And then on April 19, 2024, he departed again from South Africa on foot. The record revealed that there was no record of return. How did you return, cat? Well, they do say a cat has 9 lives. The state questioned why Matlala would travel to Eswatini for only one night, twice in such a short period of time. That's a redundant question, in my opinion, because what are they trying to say? He can't travel for the day? That's kind of funny. But let's continue on. The state goes on to say they argued this pattern suggests the applicant is not being fully transparent. Additionally, the state highlighted that Matlala did not attach his passport to support his claims and only relied on generalized criticism of Home Affairs system being unreliable. The state further alleged that Matlala requested his Eswatini ID from his wife. Listen, I don't know why I thought maybe, they're dragging TSKANI, by association, but she seems to be very much entangled in all this. Well, technically, why would I trust anything she does? She did break her own friend. Well, business partner, Tebogo Matlala. Well, Tebogo Tobejane, when she was introduced as a funding business partner to Vusicat, and that very night, they were inside Pagati within the sheets, but we are not there. Okay, that's between two people. Well, three in this case, but then let's continue on. So he requested his Eswatini ID from his wife, a WhatsApp message retrieved from her phone and mirrored on his shows that on the 18th of March 2025 at 5:48 p.m. he asked her to send him the ID because he had deleted it. Oh my goodness. She responded by forwarding a photo of the false Eswatini ID document. Oh my goodness. This is the real Bonnie and Clyde. They are competing strong contenders with Nandipama Gutmana and Tabo Bester. Let me tell you something. The number Matlala used was saved as hubby on her phone. The same number appeared in a WhatsApp chat with his then lawyer, Mr. Steenkamp, in which the contact name was saved as DLAMINI. The state said, "Come on now, lawyer." The state argued this is further proof that Matlala knowingly used the fake ID. On December 6, 2024, police conducted a search at Matlala's home during what they described as an urgent intelligence driven operation. According to an affidavit from the Deputy Provincial Commissioner Major General Mbuso Kumalo, they had reliable information that a kidnapping victim was being held at the premises. Jerry Boshoga, I think that's who they were searching for. Due to the time sensitive nature, no arrest warrant was obtained, but the operation was carried out under Section 22 of the Criminal Procedure Act. The 5 firearms and 5 mobile phones, 3 iPhones, and 2 Nokias were seized. The phones were returned on December 12, 2024. The state emphasized that no Apple Watches, iPads, or MacBooks were taken, as previously alleged. Although the applicant's brother in law signed for the return of the phones, Matlala later claimed he destroyed both his and his wife's phone after their return. Upon his arrest on May 14, 2025, 2 newly acquired phones were seized. Wow. Why destroy your phone? Maybe they thought they were being tapped. Anyway, the WhatsApp data download from these new phones included 289 pages of messages from his wife's phone starting from December 11, 2024, and 386 pages from Matlala's phone beginning the same day. The messages showed matching content and timestamps, including the March 2025 request for the Eswatini ID. This led the state to argue that it would be implausible for investigators to have planted such extensive and consistent digital record across both phones. In December 2024, a designated firearms officer, Warrant Officer Barath, conducted a compliance inspection at CAT's Protection Security Service. According to his affidavit, no one was present at the premises, and the contact was made with Mr. Sankobi. The actual inspection only occurred on December 19 due to scheduling delays and revealed irregularities in the insurance of firearm permits. The applicant, referred to as Matlala, was found in possession of a duplicate key to a gun safe, which contravenes the Firearms Control Act. The state said all firearms were seized until compliance was confirmed and ballistics clearance completed. The weapons were later returned after legal requirements were met. Ooh. Meanwhile, Matlala, through his legal counsel, Advocate Lawrence Hart, senior counsel, denied all the allegations. As stated in my founding affidavit, I have no knowledge of this photo and ESWATINI ID card, he said in court. He alleged that the police had tampered with his mobile devices. The police have illegally tampered with my phones and planted false information on them in order to falsify incriminating me and frustrate my application for bail. Matlala also raised concerns about the timing of the phone's return. He said his attorney had requested their release as early as June 2025 and again on September 4th last week, 2025. They were only returned on the morning of the bail hearing, leaving inadequate time for his forensic expert to review the data. I obviously would not have had adequate time for my forensic expert to prepare a well considered report of my mobile phones, he added. Okay, Kat. The state argued that Matlala went into hiding after police began investigations at his home and business, and that the decision to apply for a formal arrest warrant was based on intelligence that he might flee the country. In a WhatsApp message retrieved from his phone, Matlala, using the name DLAMINI, wrote to his lawyer, "Good morning. Please let me know if the police agree on the proposed date you suggested, and if they agree, can I go back home? I'm still in hiding even now." The lawyer responded, "Yes, that must follow. That you can go home, sir." The state argued that the use of the DLAMINI name paired with the false Eswatini identity and confirmed message history showing Matlala took deliberate steps to mislead the court and avoid accountability. Well, the magistrate said, "You know what? I'm going to need time. I need time to look into this because Guningi, and this is just me, myself, and I, the magistrate." So bail has been postponed for the judgment. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. That is the application of Vusimuzi Matlala. He's going to remain behind bars. Yes. After the court has reserved judgment in his bail application, the 49-year-old businessman is accused of ordering a hit on his ex-girlfriend, actress Tebogo Tobejane, in December of 2023, but it resulted, I thought it was October. It's October 2023, but it resulted in her friend Japan being paralyzed, and she was only pew-pewed in the ankle. So the alleged underworld figure Vusimuzi Matlala will remain behind bars until next week after the Alexandra Magistrates Court reserved judgment in his bail application. The 49-year-old businessman is accused of ordering a hit on his girlfriend. His wife and 3 other accused face charges ranging from attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and money laundering. The defense told the court that the state had failed to produce direct evidence, such as fingerprints or ballistics, linking Matlala to the alleged hit. However, the prosecutor argued that circumstantial evidence, including phone records, messages, and bank transfers, paint a compelling picture of his involvement. The state also highlighted when it called red flags in his affidavit, including multiple trips to Eswatini, destroyed cell phones, and fake ID document. There's no way, my lord, that you should just grant him bail with all this hanging over his head. With proceedings wrapping up today, the matter, of course, has been postponed for formal ruling. And yeah, the magistrate says, Sir, the matter is then postponed for judgment until the 17th of September. I am diaring it for 11 o'clock in the morning. The applicant can then step down. Until then, Matlala will remain in custody. Wow, good evening, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I definitely want to hear about his fashion and what kind of watch is he wearing. I'm curious. That looks like yeah, that looks like a watch. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. That is it from me. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload. Bye.